Welcome back to our work system video training series. This one is PageWORX number 3. By now you should have logged into your system. You should be pretty familiar with the admin dashboard and your site settings, and you should know what those site settings are, and presumably will have made the changes to suit your site. If you haven't done any of that, I would suggest going back to video number 3. So let's get going here. We'll get logged in using our little secret entrance back there. Alright, we're just going to go over to the About page, and the first thing I'd like to start off with is talk about sorting. There actually are a couple of different places you can sort content, and we'll go through just one of them right now. At the top of the main page, or if you go using the main menu, you can see that each page has an option to sort this main menu. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So you can see right now the sort order is all set to 0. The program knows that if you haven't specified a sort order, that the home page is going to be the first one in your menu list, and then when they're set to 0, it simply sorts alphabetical. So let's say we want our calendar to be first, we want our About page to be after that, and there it is. And 0 is a valid sort order option. You can use it or you cannot use it, whatever you'd like. And then you also have an option to reset that sort order to 0, and you do get a little warning. You can imagine if you had 100 items on there and you accidentally hit that button and set them all to 0 unintentionally, you'd be pretty unhappy. So it does make sure that's what you want to do. So in this case, again, it's back to sorting with the home page first, the others alphabetical. So we'll go ahead and leave it like that. That's alphabetical is fine for now. And let's get into an edit screen. Okay, first thing I want to talk about, your edit screen may not look exactly like this depending on which version of PageWORX you're on, and so design parameters of your site. Sometimes it's just not practical to get this edit page within the framework of your own site. So your edit page may look a little bit like this. I meant to be already there, excuse me. Okay, so your edit page may look a little bit more like this. But if you look really closely, all these blanks are exactly the same. This says edit main page content, edit main page content. So and likewise, when you go back, it takes you back to the site or the page you were on. In this case, it would have been the About page for either site. So if your edit page, we're going to be working with this demo site and an edit page within the framework of its site. So if your edit page looks a little bit like this, I don't think you'll have any trouble following along. So we're going to say thank you to the Perl engineering folks. And you'll notice when we backed up or when we tried to leave that page, we had to OK that. You'll find that to be an occasional nuisance item, but the first time you go and do some editing on a page, and you forget to save your changes, and this thing reminds you, and you're happy that it reminds you, it will more than make up for for having to click an extra OK to get out of there. Okay, go back into our edit page. Being a computer geek, I tend to be a little linear, so let's just start at the very top of this edit page and we'll work our way down. Most content types, not all, will allow you to delete. In this case, we can delete this page, obviously, because there's a link for it. So let's do that. It asks us if we want to. It actually, we are saving to the recycle bin, as you can see. So, and this extra OK that you have to do here is something I'm working on getting rid of on a delete link. But anyway, as you can see, we've confirmed that we wanted to send it to the recycle bin. It's gone from our navigation menu. We've been sent back to the admin dashboard. since there's no content to be sent back to. To restore that, we simply go to the recycle bin. There's our item. It tells us when we deleted it. We click on the link. PageWORX asks us if we want to restore it, and if we do, we just go down to the bottom. Instead of that save changes, it says restore content, and you can see it's back. So click back on our edit link. The next item going down the page is a publish status. Not all content types can be saved as a draft. Most of them can, again. But what this allows you to do is to do some work on a page or to create a page and keep it in a draft status. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to scroll down and save for changes. And as you can see, once again, it's gone from our main menu. And if you look up here at the top at this admin bar, we now have a new drop down that shows all of our draft content. In this case, of course, there's only one. So we're going to edit that. And now if we click that radio button back to publish, go back down to save changes, and you can see it's back. Go back into edit. Okay, URL slug. What this is it allows for more friendly, attractive URLs to your pages. So it shows you the slug here that you can change in most cases in some content types, or depending on whether that page is tied into another page, you may not be allowed to change this. But as you can see, it shows you what your URL to the page looks like. So let's go ahead and change this. We're just going to call this about. Save changes. And as you can see now, our page is now called /about rather than about-us or whatever that said. I don't recall. And this makes for more search-friendly URLs and just generally more attractive. It's kind of a little voodoo that does this. The actual location of this page is index.php id equals 2. As you see, that takes us to the same place, but it's not nearly as attractive. Search engines also ignore everything after that question mark right there. So by using these URL slugs, it allows you to actually put some extra keywords in here, and we'll talk about all that in a later tutorial when we get into some SEO stuff. So we've reached a little dividing line here, so I think that might be a good time to take a little break, and we'll come back and talk more about editing content.